Hi friends, this is Wahida. I am working as an assistant professor in EC department in Chevrolet Engineering College, and today the second lecture I am going to discussing about computer types. So actually we all know that a computer is a first electronic calculating machine that accept digitized input information and process it according to a list of internally stored instructions and produce the resulting output information. Okay, so we know that a computer is a fast electronic calculating machine. It takes the or it accept the digital input and process that data according to the list of instructions which are going to be stored in a memory. Okay, so according to the instructions the processor will process the instructions and it produces the result. This list of instructions is called a computer, and the internal storage is also called a computer memory. Okay, so a program is nothing but a list of instructions. So according these instructions are stored in a memory. That memory is also called a computer memory. So the instructions stored in the computer memory, the processor will take that instructions and process it and produces the result according to that instructions. And next, the computers can be classified into various categories such as microcomputer, laptop computer, workstation, supercomputer, mainframe and handheld computer. These are the six different types of computer. Now we will look into each and every type in detail. So first one is microcomputer. Microcomputer is also known as a personal computer. So why we are calling it as a personal computer means mainly microcomputers are used for individual works, or these are designed to meet the computer needs of an individual. So only for our personal work we are using the microcomputers. So microcomputers are also called a personal computer. Okay, examples are means individual work means word processing, photo editing, emails, internet. Okay, so these all games, these all are comes under our individual work. We are using main computer only for our individual works, so they are also called as a personal computer. Next, second type is a laptop computer. A laptop computer is also known as a notebook. Okay, so laptop computers are also used for individual works. Microcomputers, both microcomputer and laptop are used for individual works, but the main difference between microcomputer and laptop or laptop is a portable device, and the second difference is the laptop is going to be run on power supply or a battery unit. In laptop we are using a battery unit. By charging that battery we can use the laptop without power supply. Okay, next, all components are going to be integrated as one compact unit in case of laptop computer. They are going to be more expensive than comparable with the desktop. Okay, so compared with microcomputers, laptop computers are more expensive. Microcomputers are also known as a personal computer. Laptop computers are also known as a notebook. Okay, so but both are used only for to meet the computer needs of an individual, but the main difference is laptop is a portable device and also it can be run on a power supply or a battery unit. And next, the third type is workstation computer. So workstation computer is a special computer and it is designed for in order to meet the technical or scientific applications. Okay, so previous two types microcomputers and laptops are used to meet the individual needs. Here workstation is used for either technical or scientific application, intended primarily to be used by one person at a time. They are commonly connected to a local area network, means LAN, local area network, and run multi-user operating systems. Okay, so this is the workstation computer. And the next type is supercomputer. A supercomputer is the fastest computer in the world that can process a significant amount of data very quickly. Compared to previous computers, a superframe computer will process the data very speed or very quick compared to previous types, so that it is called as a supercomputer. The processing speed is high compared to remaining computers, so the name is given as a supercomputer. And that computing a performance of a supercomputer is measured very high as compared to a general purpose computers. And next, why the performance is high in case of supercomputer means supercomputer has tens of thousands of processors. Actually each and every computer has a single processor, but in case of supercomputers it has tens of thousands of processor. It has a more number of processor. If the number of processor are increased, okay, if the number of processors increased, then the operations will perform in parallel. If all the operations are going to be performed in parallel, then the speed will be increased, means the time at which the processor will produce the output is very less. It will produce the output in very less time because it has more number of processor and all the processor or work at a time. So the data will be executed in parallel form. Parallel means in serial data processing means it takes more time to produce the output. In case of parallel operations, all the data is going to be processed parallelly, means it produces the result quickly. Okay, so super frame computers compute the data very quickly. Why it produces it process the data quickly means it has tens of thousands of processors. If the number of processors are increased, then the speed of that system will be increased, or that computer speed will get increased. So in case of super frame computer, it performs billions and trillions of calculations per second. So within a second it will execute or it will process a billions and trillions of operations. Okay, so this is the super frame computer. Super frame computer works very quickly because it has more number of processors. And next type is mainframe computer. Mainframe computers are the computers which are used primarily by large number of organizations for critical applications that require much more computing power and storage capacity than workstations can provide. So compared to workstation computers, mainframe computers have large amount of memory. Okay, mainly we are using mainframe computers at organizations for critical applications. So means some type of critical applications or some type of specification or some type of programs, we need a large amount of memory in order to store the instructions. Okay, in case of comparing workstation computer with mainframe computer has a more capacity compared to the workstation computer, and it serves contain suitable database storage units and are capable of handling large volume of request, okay, to access the data. So compared to workstation and mainframe, both are used for organizations and scientific purposes only, but the main difference is compared to workstation computer, mainframe computers has more capacity or more storage capacity. Okay, and the next and the last type is handheld computers. Handheld computer is a computer that can conveniently be stored in a pocket. We can store the handheld computers in our pockets. We can keep it in our pocket and used while you are handling it. So we can just like a cell phone, so we can put these handheld computers in our pocket and we can use while you are handling it. And today's handheld computers, which are also called personal digital assistant, personal digital assistant. So handheld computers are also called as personal digital assistants. So they can be divided into those that accept two types. They are going to be divided into two types. First one is handwriting, means touching, okay, touching type, means screen touch, and the second one is keyboard. So we can use either keyboard or handwriting, means screen touch. Okay, this is nothing but a handheld computers. Okay, so mainframe and workstation computers are mainly used at education, businesses, scientific purpose and personal users. So but the main difference between workstation and mainframe is a memory. Okay, and in case of superframe computers, it has more number of processors. Because of that, processor operations are performed in parallel, means it works very speedily compared to the remaining general purpose computers. And laptop and microcomputers, both laptop and microcomputers are used only for the individual needs, but the main difference is laptop is a portable and also it can run on either on power supply or a battery unit. Okay, these are the total 6 types of computers. Okay, in next lecture we will learn about what are the functional units of a computer. In functional units, in case of computer, mainly we are having 5 functional units, that are, those are input and output devices, memory and processor. So processor has ALU and control unit. System means input device, output device, memory and processor. Within the processor we are having ALU and control unit. Okay, in next lecture we will discuss about all this, what is an input device, output device, what is a memory and what is a processor, what it will do, and next ALU, next control unit. Okay, so we will discuss in detail about these functional units. Okay, thank you.